6 weeks ahead of an expected general election, the UK's Finance Minister, Alistair Darling, is walking a fine line as he delivers the last budget of Labour's third term. With Britain currently running a record deficit, he'd already warned that there was little room for the kinds of giveaways that typically characterize a pre-election budget. But with Britain only recently returning to growth, neither is he ready to make cuts to public spending the top priority.
No two cuts on budget day!
Gonna make the bankers pay!
Civil servants were staging a one-day strike to protest rates of redundancy pay, meaning Darling also had to cross a picket line to deliver the budget.
Mr. Chancellor of the Exchequer.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, this budget takes place as the UK economy is emerging from the deepest global recession for over 60 years.
Inside the House of Commons, Darling unbundled the budgetary plan of action, cutting borrowing forecasts and announcing a one-off package aimed at fueling growth.
At its heart is a £2.5 billion one-off growth package to help small businesses promote innovation, invest in national infrastructure and in key skills. This package will be paid for by switching spending from within existing allocations and the extra proceeds from the tax on bank bonuses in line with a budget that is balanced over the period.
Darling said the new 50% one-off tax on bank bonuses would raise £2 billion, nearly 4 times expectations. Darling is scrapping duty on home purchases worth less than £250,000, but duty for homes worth over £1 million is jumping by 1% to help pay for that. Peter Thal-Larsen is an assistant editor for Reuters Breaking Views.
Alistair Darling is trying to steer a course between trying to win the election on the one hand and trying to avoid a financial crisis on the other hand. So there's not a lot of really giveaway in this budget at all. I think the surprise, if there is one, is that the government borrowing numbers are a bit lower than they were forecast last autumn in the pre-budget report, and they are lower for every year from now until sort of 2014-2015.
However, he points out, with an election expected so soon and polls suggesting a close race, long-term predictions will do little to shape expectations. Matt Cowan, Reuters.